It's a huge upset that calls into question decades of history. Will other similarly disputed scores get the axe? Are any old-school arcade legends safe? Before anything, it should be noted that although this sounds like kind of a random niche issue, the classic gaming scene is huge and millions follow it closely and take it very seriously. Breaking a high score on a 30-year-old game or shaving a quarter second off a record time can and will be celebrated as if the player has won an Olympic medal. One can never underestimate the size or sincerity of online communities. Cheating is, of course, not tolerated. With that said, it's worth considering that Billy Mitchell's case is unique. He is undoubtedly a highly skilled player and has been setting records since the 80s. But, as anyone who watched The King of Kong will have learned, he's also a bit shady and his Donkey Kong acumen is far from established. Now here's where things get dicey and nerdy. Jeremy Young, aka Zelnia, put together the official two-part complaint on Twin Galaxies. For one part of it, he mentioned the suspicions some already had regarding the evidence set forth of the last and highest score Mitchell set, in an arcade called Boomers. Twin Galaxies user Robert F. explained the differences in charming internet forum argot, but these circumstantial issues could be explained as a bit of confusion in the moment, a misspoken word in their excitement, and so on. Fortunately, that wasn't the extent of the evidence. Which is exactly what people started doing with Mitchell's no witnesses, only on video scores. You can see the similarity in the GIFs below, provided as evidence by Young. First is footage of an actual machine taken at 60 fps. Note the diagonal sliding door that reveals the scene from the top left downwards. Next, Mitchell's 1,050,200 run. Last, how MAME renders a similar scene. See how the ladders come in all at once in that pattern, and there's no sliding door? As you can tell, it's something of a smoking gun. Certainly Twin Galaxies investigators thought so. In their conclusions, issued today on the forums, they wrote, emphasis theirs, they declined to go so far as saying they know it was MAME, but that's a mere scruple. Everyone understands it's the most likely situation. Regardless, the very fact that Mitchell passed off non-authentic footage as real is more than enough to strike his scores and, as they also announce, ban him from further placement anywhere in the system. Mitchell, on the other hand, has remained out of sight during the investigation that has gone on these last few months, and has essentially been ruined for good in the arcade world. Even if he were to set a world record today, and existing record holders doubt he has the skill to do so based on reviewing his play, it would be tainted by years of proven deception. The community won't forgive him. And that's the worry others are voicing. Will the investigators come for other scores that for years have been venerated but have not been verified as strictly as modern records are? Will, for example, any score without an accredited witness or reliable recording be removed from the lists? In their decision, Twin Galaxies authorities write, this dispute is closed, and a controversial but nevertheless legendary gaming figure covered in shame, or he should be if he has any. Who will be next? Regardless of who falls, the community will no doubt continue to thrive. The passion for these old games is undying, and as new generations have shown, not limited to an aging cohort of generalsers striving to extend a bygone era of glory, though admittedly they are a big part of it. If this strange saga interested you anywhere near as much as it interested me, go ahead and dive in. You might find you have a new hobby. Just don't try to fake it. And by the way, the current top score in Donkey Kong is 1,247,700, set just 2 months ago by Robbie Lakeman. Good luck.